Welcome. It's the cast. We're on Intellectual Radio. We're on iHeartRadio. We're Facebook Live, and we here ready to let the cat out the bag. Meow. Wow.
That sounds like a lion.
Wow. And you know what? And we missing. We got another male cat in the building. You got to give us a meow or roar or something.
Men are not cats.
Men are not cats.
What?
Okay,
what we can do, right? Hold on. Let me get out of meow. Meow, meow. Like Tom and Jerry.
Right, like Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
So guess what, you guys? We can't even make this stuff up. And I know we say it week after week after week, and then the next week. But our show actually does just keep getting better and better and better.
And better.
And better. And for those of you all that don't know, better is a cat's out word. And it's just a lot better than better. You know, if you say better enough, you kind of feel it in your soul, you know? So that's why we say better. It's better. So what we're going to do, you guys, is we're going to go ahead and kick our show off like we always do.
Always.
We got Mr. James J. Hustle in the building.
Yeah, buddy.
We got a new cat on the block today, but he's new to some and very familiar to a whole lot of other folks. We got Mr. Untrail Boyd.
Butt packs in the building.
Butt packs, yeah. And we're gonna let y'all tell them what them butt packs mean. And we also have Miss Monique in the building.
Hey everybody.
And I'm loving that hat. She rocking that hat. I love that. Jay.
Yes, ma'am.
James J. Hustle. What's going on with you? You keep something going on, so please tell us what's going on, James.
Everything always going on. Stressing, living, seeing things. Got threatened last night. Man, there be a lot going on. People don't like when you be recording, but when everybody else be around recording, they ain't got nothing to say. Somebody told police was chasing this chick last night in the Cherokee. Now they called the police chase off 5 times. 5 times. And they still kept going. Anyway, she ended up coming down Cicero, turning up the wrong way on Quincy. She tore up she tore up like 4 cars. She tore up a Chrysler Town and Country. She tore up a Ford Focus, an Impala, and a Challenger. Anyway, the dude was pissed about his Challenger, which I understand that, but I was filming the scene and everything, and you know, he just tried to take his stuff out on me. So he had his boys with him, and I'm like, the old me, you know, I was gonna say something stupid. I had to laugh it off and walk away. He was like, ain't nothing funny. So I walked back up on the man. I'm like, no, it ain't a damn thing funny. I'm like, but you out here tripping. I'm like, you don't even realize I got recorded audio of them calling the chase off. By that being a city of Chicago chasing, they called it off. You ain't even got to go through your insurance. The city of Chicago gonna pay for your car within 3 business days. Plus, you can put in a lawsuit for a minimum of $85,000 because that suit was called off. But people want to pop off at the mouth, so it is what it is.
Really? So you know what? And then what? I don't get it. Why would you have a problem with what I'm doing with my cell phone? This is my phone. Whatever.
Else.
Right.
Everybody else standing around laughing, hee ha ha, and they all, man, people don't get it.
I'm gonna tell you what you gotta do, man. Forget what people talk about. You gotta be yourself. You honestly ain't trying to be funny. You gotta be a gangster about it. You gotta tell them, man, I don't care what you say. We finna make it happen. You gotta do like I do. I don't want to curse like, man, F you. You ain't finna do nothing. You got these other people out here. Why you worried about me? Because of my media outlet is big. That's the problem. But a small person out there recording is no problem. But me, I don't care about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do what I do anyway, though. You know. But I'm not gonna take the show from you for let you finish talking.
No.
Oh, okay, cool. That's what it is,
you know. I let them do their thing. I just don't pop off like I used to. You know, when you do something, when you react before you think, that's how people get killed. Sometimes you just gotta lay back, let them do what they do, and when it comes time to do what you need to do, then do it. Let them run their mouth.
You know what though? You can basically people gonna say and do what they want to do. I'm gonna just say, for example, you know, I'm a well-known dude on the streets. Everybody know who I am. You know, they know who I am, but I get respect out there. I used to get people who talk crazy, but I guess the word got out. People like, man, that's woo-woo, that's trail, this and that. You know, everything is all good now, though. But, you know, I'm not tripping about that. That's something different. But, you know I want to talk about something. I want to sort of change the subject right now. So, do y'all mind if I change the subject?
Well, I tell you what, you're going to get a chance to change the subject.
Cool, for sure.
Because what we want to know is, first of all, let our people know who you are real quick and tell us a little bit about butt packs.
All right, who I am. I'm on trail, butt packs, Mr. Hashtag butt packs, the guy. Right now they got, honestly, I'm going to tell you, I got 4 pages. And the least page got 7,000 people on it. Everything is 30,000, 40,000 and above. So, what I do butt packs. Basically, I do everything. It's universal. That's why I came up with the name butt packs. I do everything. It's sort of universal. Really what butt packs mean, a lot of people ask me when I came up with butt packs, I was actually targeting the transsexuals. I was targeting the prostitutes out there selling their butt. So I'm like, you know what? Y'all out here selling butt packs. So it was funny and it took off. I'm thinking like, how long would butt packs last? Butt packs not going to be funny forever. So I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I'm going to keep expanding and do different things. So what I came up with, I'm like, I'm going to do butt packs. So I do it this way. I'm like, I'm thinking about it. You know what? Butt packs is for the guys out there selling drugs, putting packs in their butt, because when you go to the county jail, they tell you bend over and cough.
So bottom line, butt packs mean a lot for those of you all that mean a lot. We're gonna get back to that too a little bit more. You got Jimmy said, "What's up, Jay Hustle?" I see
Jimmy.
you.
Jimmy
right.
Dean. Jimmy Dean.
Right. Quintella, I see you watching. I see you. What's up,
Justin.
Robert Money? I see you. Robert Kemp.
Cornell.
Hey, we got Miss Monique in the building. Monique, what's going on with you real fast, lady?
Monique.
The devil is busy.
The devil is always busy.
Don't talk about my first baby mama. Why you want to talk about her like that?
Yeah,
He love the devil.
The devil is a lie.
Busy too. So is.
She's the lie. Well, I tell you what, guys, and I keep saying this again, we got a lot of things going on with the Cats Out Show. We've making a lot of great connections, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. But what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and take a quick music break because we want to bring our guest up. Our guest today is going to tell us about taxes. You guys know it's tax season. You need to know how to maximize some tax dollars. You need to know some do's and some don'ts. And the lady that we have on the show today, she's not new to it. She's true to it. She's been doing taxes for quite a while. She has a reputation. She's a business lady, and I am honored to have her on the show today. But I'm not going to even tell you who she is. I'm going to allow her to come to the stage, come to the mic, and tell you about who she is. So don't go nowhere. Don't touch that dial. It's the Cats. We're on Intellectual Radio. We're on iHeartRadio. We're on Facebook Live. We're probably being seen right now with over 10,000 views. We ain't new to this. We just true to it. We'll be right back.
Somehow I know that it's all gonna change. Everything's gonna change. Big city lights, big city dreams, the sound of the city that wakes me. So many people living with the blues. So many things that I can tell you. I got this funny feeling that something's going down. I can almost hear the sound going boom, 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 going round. No matter what I do, no matter what I say, seems like no one is happy. People living without a voice. Seems like no one really has a choice. I feel free and lost at the same time. Feels like I'm gonna lose my mind. Living every day like it's my last. Living in the truth I learned from the past. I've been tired, but I feel with desire. Somehow I know that it's all gonna change. Everything's gonna change. Cadillac, hoes, Cadillac, dreams, Cadillac, world, everybody's name. If you got a problem, money can't solve it. Government scheming, gangsters, leading crackheads, leading men is thieving. So just leading my must, screaming all over town. You can hear the sound, boom, 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 going round. No matter what I do, no matter what I say, like this hard, everybody.
We're back. And once again, we got our special guest in the building, you guys. We got Miss Adrienne Green in the building.
Hello.
Yes, Miss Lady. You tell me, first of all, we need a meow out of you. Give us a meow.
Oh.
She had to think about that.
She came in.
Dog type of thing.
Oh, shit, dog. Go ahead. Make it happen.
Meow.
It's
Not
hard
really
for
my
her to
thing
get
to
it out,
do.
That's not your thing to do. You want to let the dog out. I love it. I love it. Tell our people, and again, you're on iHeartRadio, you're on Intellectual Radio, and you're on Facebook Live a many a times. Tell our people who you are, where you come from, and actually, what are you doing here?
My name is Adrienne Green, and I come from the south side of Chicago, a small little area called Grove Heights, where there was 2 ways in and 2 ways out, and everybody that's listening from Grove Heights knows exactly what I'm saying. Little area south side of Chicago. I was born and raised living with my granny. My granny raised me.
Wow.
Yeah, my granny raised me, and she did a very good job. I have a very good relationship with my mom, but my granny raised me, and she has gone on to be with glory. But I'm sure she's looking down like, wow, this little girl is on the radio. It's just amazing how God just brings things full circle to you. But I am honored to be here. I truly am. I'm honored to be here. I did over 17 years in corporate America. And while I was in corporate America, I met who would then become my husband, and he was doing taxes. And I watched him do it, and like, well, I can do this. And I started doing taxes, but I started doing it on a part-time basis because, again, I was in corporate America. But as fate would have it, in the newspaper industry, the internet took over everything, and that led to layoffs. And how good God is, he took what I was doing on a part-time basis, and he allowed me to do it on a full-time basis. And we now have our own office. We do taxes all over the country. We have a ton of clients. I love my clients. A lot of them are like family to us. A lot of them are family. I do most of my family's taxes. It's a great business to be in, but it's humbling in that you're dealing with people's finances, you're dealing with their livelihoods, you're dealing with their lives. So when I tell you that I go to bed thinking about a lot of my clients and what they do and the decisions that they make, we really do. We have pillow talk over some of our clients.
Wow. So you know what? Let me ask you a question as it relates to home-based businesses. If you had to talk about home-based businesses as it relates,
Everybody get one. Everybody get a home-based business.
okay.
The tax advantages for any home-based businesses are just outstanding. I'm talking about a portion of your utility bills. Get a room. I don't care if it's a little bit bigger than a closet, and have that area just for your home-based business. If you are a seamstress, put you a sewing table in there with some fabric and sew some clothes in that business, and that is your home-based business. The tax advantages are just outstanding for a home-based business. And a lot of us, and when I say us, I mean our people, we truly are home-based businesses because everybody knows somebody whose mama bake cakes, whose sister does hair in the house, who auntie watches people's kids. So it's like we're already doing it, but we're not taking advantage of the tax advantages that comes with having a home-based business.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay. So again, you guys, and you heard it directly from a tax professional. Get yourself a home-based business because I'm telling you, I've always been a home-based business type of chick, and you would not believe, like she said, some of the tax advantages. Now you say, well, Vera, what's a home-based business? You know what? If you got a camera and if you're doing social media back and forth, you are now, Butt Packs International, J Hustle, Ghetto News Network. That's a business. You turn that into a business. If you're doing, hair, nails, sewing clothes, you're cleaning house, put a business attachment to that. You are now a home-based business. It's really just that simple. And now you can go and file your taxes. I often, I'm gonna let this cat out the bag because I know people, and I don't know how much you can talk about this in your profession, but people sell their children. They say, okay, here, you take my babies, you take mine. Yeah. And some of those people don't realize you don't have to give your children to somebody else because they got
And let me just say this.
Okay.
The IRS is very aware that we sell kids. Let me just say that. A lot of things that are about to come into place in terms of, I'm not sure if people are aware, and I tell all my clients, we've already told our clients, do not pay your rent this month. Do not pay your rent in January, because the IRS has already let it be known. No refunds. If you get earned income credit, which is the majority of us, if you get earned income credit, they are not even going to release the funds until after February 15th. After February 15th.
Wow.
This is a direct result of identity theft, and they're verifying people's kids because you have this turner. Oh yeah, February 15th.
Who is allowed?
I done paid my rent in the
to file someone else's children?
Okay, here's what happens. Here's what happens with that. You might have somebody come in your house, and unbeknownst to you, they take your stuff. They take your social security card. They take your children's social security card, or even the number. You have a lot of tax professionals who don't even make people bring in the actual card. They'll just let them bring it on a piece of paper and say, well, this my kid, or this my niece, or something like that.
Some people that are allowed to file someone else's
Oh,
children.
you can legally file. Okay, the rule with the IRS is 6 months. If you can prove that for 6 months or more that you have taken care of that child, meaning they live with you, they provide room, shelter, food, and clothing, then you are allowed to care for that child and to file that child. The problem is you have a lot of situations with a baby daddy, a baby mama, an ex-wife, or an ex-husband who have access to the social security numbers, and they don't communicate with one another. So you got one person that want to hurry up and file, and you got the other person that want to hurry up and file, and then in the meantime, you have whoever can file first, and whoever the IRS acknowledges first, that's the person who gets the money. Unfortunately, then you have the other person who should rightfully have filed that child. They call the IRS because they can't file the child because the social security number has already been hit. So the IRS is just cracking down. Now, what I tell my clients is call the IRS and get a PIN number attached to your child's social. The PIN changes every year. Every year you will get a PIN in the mail. So what you do is, without the PIN, I don't care if you have the child's social, birthday, they can't file that child. Get a PIN attached to your kid's social. Get a PIN attached to your social. I have a PIN attached to my social. I'm a tax preparer. I see people sit in my office all the time, and I press the button and I'm like, I'm sorry, we can't complete your file because your taxes has already been filed. So it's just important. Identity theft is no joke. It really isn't. It hits everybody. You have to be aware, your doctor's office, your dentist, how many people have access to your social? And if they have your social, 9 times out of 10, they have your date of birth. That's all it takes to file someone's taxes, is that social and that date of birth.
And you mean to tell me you're going to file your taxes? So what happened if somebody filed your taxes illegally? That's a process.
What we do is we send them over to the police station, and we have them file a police report. Then they fax that police report to the IRS.
It takes me years.
So it doesn't take years, but it does take 6 to 8 months.
That's
okay,
a long
so
time.
yeah,
it's a lot, but exactly. And for so many of our people, we rely on that. We rely on our income tax money to get us out of debt, to get us situated, to get us straight, as everybody say. And so to go 6 to 8 months without that money,
that's a whole nother tax season.
That's
So you mean to tell me, right? I want to make sure, can I file this? I've been going to the strip club for over a year now. I've been giving them money for over a year. I go there every other day. So can I be able to file that? I can prove I've been
strip
doing
club?
it. Yeah.
No, but you can file gambling.
That's gambling.
That's not gambling. Yes, you can.
Oh, well, when in fact, I took a gamble because I thought I was coming up and I crapped out. It wasn't right.
Okay.
So
not an alley gamble. I mean, a real gambling.
It's a real gambling.
That you can show proof. I'm all about this with all of my clients. Show me proof, because not only will they come after you, they'll come after me, and I'm in this forever. I work 4 months out the year. I'm not trying to retire from 4 months out the year. So if you bring me the proof, I got you.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna bring that proof. Y'all know what strip club y'all are.
Now you know he.
Oh,
yeah,
Lord,
now
he
you know
just
he
said
funny.
the
He
strip
said
club.
because when you said gambling, he was like, well, you know what? It was a gamble because I thought I was going to come up, but I crapped out. I like that. I like that. But you're gonna have to really, pass out some business cards while you're there.
Definitely
get a booth in the corner and tell them you have to find some kind of way to, incorporate that into a business.
Definitely.
I feel you. So is there anything else that come to your mind or heart that you can let a cat out the bag concerning taxes? Just make people aware. Anything.
This is what I really like to do with my clients. I like to give them life lessons on what to do with that money. I have so many clients who rightfully get $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $10,000 back. I mean, and legally, rightfully, they get that money. That is not me doing any strings. That's not me doing anything but putting in what they have and based upon their children. But what I hate and what bothers me is that 4 months later, they call me and they're looking for their state money because they're broke.
Oh, yeah.
I have a problem with that. And why are you broke? See, and that's the thing. That is my, and it's like, I get it when you don't have, and when you get it, you just want to fall and you want to be on Facebook and you want to show everybody, look at this, my kids got Jordans. We don't allow our kids to wear Jordans. You know why? That man is a billionaire. He's a billionaire. No offense to Michael Jordan, but he's a billionaire. He ain't paying not nan bill in our house. Okay. Not nan bill. Not one. So let us get at least halfway. Can I get a half a meal? Okay. Can I get a half a meal? You understand what I'm saying? I'm with you. And so it's like you have to try to train people to stop making the exact same mistakes. There is no sense. If you are working and you file your taxes and you get $8,000, $9,000, $6,000 back, you should not be broke in 3 months. You are doing something wrong. You are not just that. We have people who call off work the month that they get their refund.
Oh, people do that all the time.
That's the craziest thing ever to me. I know a girl who said, I ain't coming to work. I ain't coming to work for 3 weeks.
I have someone here named Derek Watkins. He said his baby mama has been failing his son for 11 years, and the son is living with him the whole entire time. Okay. Who can he contact to stop her from failing this year?
First of all, Derek a sucker. He should have been winning.
No, Derek is not a sucker. He's a great man for caring for his child for 11 years without getting the benefits that are rightfully his. The first thing that I would do is, if he's had his son for that long, he obviously has his son's social security information. Call the IRS immediately and request a PIN.
Did you hear what she said?
Call the IRS immediately, 1-800-824-1040.
Put a PIN on that social security.
Put a PIN on the social security number. Not only that, you can rightfully get back those 11 years worth of taxes.
We're going to be cashing out.
So you need to give Adrienne a call, give them a phone number, contact, so that they can call you with their tax questions.
My number is 773-269-1547. 773-269-1547.
Everybody got your number. They finna be calling you, blowing you up left and right.
It's okay. I got one more number, 630-301-2185. 630-301-2185. He is so funny. He has me cracking up, and he's just sitting next to me.
And now what if she got a PIN on them already?
Oh Lord, then you're gonna need a lawyer.
If she got a PIN on your kids,
if she has a PIN first, then I would really say call me. You wouldn't need a lawyer per se, but we do need to gather all of your information on proof. Proof is everything. If you have the kid, their school records, anything, medical records, anything where it has your name on it, you're signing off for the kids, you're picking the kids up. If anyone can write something that says, yes, I know for a fact, a lease with your name on it and that child's name, it's all about proof.
Documentation is conversation.
Everything is everything.
Okay. So you guys got it. One more time, just for you late people. Give your phone number, give your contact again, and anything you want to give about your business. We're going to take a break, you guys.
Okay. 773-269-1547. 773-269-1547, or you can email me at agreen5star@yahoo.com. agreen5star@yahoo.com. Thanks.
All right. We'll be right back. It's the Cats. We're on Intellectual Radio. We're on iHeartRadio. And we're not making this stuff up. We're doing it for real. We letting the cat out the bag. Can I get a meow?
I've been lost, I've been tired, but I feel with desire. Somehow I know that it's all gonna change. Everything's gonna change. Big city lights, big city dreams, the sound of the city that wakes me. So many people living with the blues, so many things that I can tell you. I got this funny feeling, that something's going down. I can almost hear the sound going boom, 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 going round. No matter what I do, no matter what I say, seems like no one is happy. People living without a voice, seems like no one really has a choice. I feel free and lost at the same time. Feels like I'm gonna lose my mind. Living every day like it's my last. Living in the truth I learned from my past. I've been tired, but I feel with desire. Somehow I know that it's all gonna change. Everything's gonna change. Cadillac, house, Cadillac, dreams, Cadillac, world, everybody's name. If you got a problem, money can't solve the government, scheming gangsters, leading crackheads, leading men is thieving, so just leading.
We're back. It's the Cats. We're on Intellectual Radio. We're on iHeartRadio. We're Facebook Live. And I'm telling you, I promise you, I'm telling you, we getting ready to let the cat out the bag.
What the meows at?
We don't got meow.
And then you should have stopped that a long time ago.
Well, you got a coughing lion, so y'all know how that stuff is. But you got a coughing lion right here. So what is finna be?
Yo, you know what? We missing our cat. We missing Pat. We got to find out.
Pat got pneumonia. So
we got to find out what Pat at.
Got old pneumonia.
She got old pneumonia. Pat, they say you ain't got pneumonia around here, girl. What's going on?
She got old pneumonia.
Pat ain't got no pneumonia. Pat play too much, huh? Oh, she ain't got her taxes yet. We know that.
A lot of people don't got their taxes yet. A lot of people, like
people
for me, for example, I ain't paid rent in the whole year.
Okay.
So I'm thinking I was gonna get my taxes, but it's all good. I got other plans that I'm working on though. But what's good? Let me know what the business is. What we're gonna start with. So I
tell you,
kick it off.
I tell you what, you guys.
See, you come over here. Messing my phone, you messing the whole thing out, you know.
I'm gonna tell you what's happening with the taxes.
You can't see it anyway.
They get their taxes. They go buy $400 cutlass and put $10,000 rims on it, and it be impounded within the first month.
Yeah.
These women get $10,000 back. They baby daddy now. These women don't even notice. He break up with you for the whole summer. He come back after Christmas. Let me explain. He come back after Christmas. He get them taxes because he tell you that same lie every year talking about, I'm gonna flip it. And when he got them taxes, he going again. He'll see you again after Christmas.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
I'm getting embarrassed by this because our black people act like they ain't never, ever had anything in life. I'm so ashamed.
Well, for some of them, they haven't.
Put it in the bank. What happened to the bank?
Listen here, right? How can you put something in the bank when
you don't have
before you not that before people get taxes, we all in debt. We all owe somebody. That's the reason why we go broke. We all owe somebody. Everybody know that.
Well, Sally Mae.
Yeah, that's true. But
that's
they going too far.
Yo, Michael.
They're going too far. They going and just doing the most. They in Florida and everything else. You know.
I mean, it ain't nothing wrong with splurging. If you work hard all year, why not treat yourself?
The kids,
but don't be stupid. You got to get your priorities right.
That's right. You got to save something to do right. Not saying that you can't enjoy yourself, but you got to be smart sometimes and put something away.
Ain't nothing wrong with going to Ruth's Chris, you know. But I'm saying, don't be going downtown and getting no $10,000 place just because you can do it that day. Now you broke.
Stop buying these cars. They only last for 2 days.
Forget that. Y'all got
less than 30.
They got their taxes. They got something real good for them. You know, y'all come down here. You know, come to the bar. Y'all can come drink. Come to the club. Y'all can come eat. You know, we're gonna make it happen. You can spend it anyway. Everybody want to ball out. Y'all come down here on Madison, 4422. We out here. You know, y'all know
I
what
would
it is.
advise people, if they have children, to invest in a 579 plan for their kids' education. And
I ain't gonna do it. I'm
gonna be in agreement. I believe people should splurge a little, because if you work hard, I do believe in playing hard. The problem becomes is that's all we do is play. And when all we do is play, then we're being like kids.
That's right.
You know, that's the problem. I play hard, but this girl is hardworking. I'm talking about last year, I was 2 days after coming off of chemo, well, 4 days, and I was at work. I was at work working. Yeah. Because that's what I do. I don't know anything else. But when I so-called ball, I ball hard. But I work my butt off in order to do it. And there's a time and a place for everything.
And I'm gonna tell this story because last year, after I got my taxes done by Miss Green, I was literally in tears because when I seen her, I hadn't seen her since she, was going through the cancer.
And I was looking real bad.
No, she was looking cute. No, girl, you was not looking bad. No. Let me tell you something. Okay. She was not looking bad. Now let's tell the truth. She was not looking bad. Her hair was gone. I'm used to her with that long.
Her eyebrows and eyelashes was gone.
Everything.
So you said I got back
down.
No, but
you might do. You don't got no.
No, I'm not. But let me just say this. Let me tell you what touched my heart. Is that she was working. And even though you could tell that she was sick or that she had been sick, she was pressing it. And she said, let me tell you something. I told Cancer, I don't got time for you. I got work to do. And her story literally had me in tears because her mom was there, her husband, her children. And I'm watching this lady that told Cancer, take a back seat. I'm not getting ready to let you take me out. And that there was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? And then I got my taxes back. Everything was done right and correct. I was paid. So I love it. Great work. She does great work. She's such a professional. Now I know we're talking about taxes, but let me tell you what else. You know, I also opened up a restaurant. Yeah. So my husband's baby. But yeah. Okay.
Or the joint.
So let me just say this for you people that get your tax money. And I'm really serious about this. Don't spend all your money. Only a fool spends all their money. And even if you got bills that was past due, you still take some of that money and you flip that money yourself. I'm not talking about giving it to your boyfriend and going out letting him buy a few packs and then trying to roll that back. No, I'm talking about invest in your own business. Find you something to do so that you can take that money and at least make it work for you a little bit longer. If you got 8,000, even if you take that 8 and flip it and make you 3 more thousand, it's an investment. Do it. Some people know how to take 8 and make 16. Whatever you do, get yourself a business. Stand behind that business, and I guarantee you it's gonna pay off.
You know what I do not like? When people borrow money from people, especially a nice amount, I'll pay you back at tax time. Who says you're going to get it back? The IRS do not be playing. So y'all going to fall out now because they really checking on people. So do not get nothing from me. I'll pay you back at tax time.
You can't even let nobody borrow money. You can't even let your mama borrow money.
That money is.
I'll whoop my mama ass over some money. I'll whoop my mama ass over some money.
Cut. He is not gonna whoop his mama.
I'll let you borrow $20 or $30, but I can't give you about $400-500. That's ass whooping territory.
James just talking crazy. James ain't gonna whoop his mama. James ain't gonna even whoop your mama. James.
If you don't pay rent-a-center, they send the sheriff to kick your damn door in and take that blow-up furniture. If you don't pay me, I'm gonna come right over there and I'm gonna whoop your ass.
We're gonna bring James' mama on the show.
Yeah, I'm gonna whoop my
ass. He think his mama ain't gonna see the show. I know James' mama ain't playing. I haven't seen her.
My mama from Mississippi. My mama thug.
Okay.
That's why you talking, because she ain't seeing you right now.
So yeah, right.
She can't see anyway. She gonna need a prescription windshield in a minute. She got a drawer full of glasses like Fred Sanford.
Now let me ask this, because we got 2 things I want to see if you guys know anything about. But you were talking about this Burberry store and the young lady who lost her job, and Chance the Rapper reached out to her, to you. So tell me about that story.
What happened? Kyla, she reached out to me through Facebook. I was actually in the county jail, so I didn't get no reception. I come out, I looked, I kind of scanned through the her message. It was long. I just read like part of it. So I'm like, I called her, and I knew it had to be something major. She's like, yeah, I don't know you, but you know, I've been watching your stuff. I want to share my story with you. So I'm like, yeah, like, you know what? Send me the video. So she sent me the video. I posted it on Facebook. You know, some people were sharing it, and I got to give a credit to Creative Scott, uh, Mark Carter. They got right on top of it. Got the calling people. Chance the Rapper reached out. He like, man, I called the store. I told him I didn't feel bothered. So he reached out, and you got Mark. He was on him. This is what he tell him. He like, you know what? He's the one that organized the Black Friday march that was on what is that? The magnificent Mile. Mm-hmm. He the one organized that. So he tell them he contacted the corporate store in New York. So they like, you know what? We don't got nothing to do with that. We didn't fire her. We can give her a job back. He like, you know what? Y'all got 24 hours to straighten this out. If y'all don't straighten it out, we're gonna put together a protest. You know, they don't want them trouble. They didn't want them problems. So they gave her a job back within 24 hours. You know, that's a real good thing.
That was bogus for firing her anyway, because she took a selfie with somebody. He didn't have a problem with it. What, she thought was gonna make the store look bad? Or they got a law against taking selfies?
No, what it was, they trying to make Chance the Rapper look bad. All along, the store people was jealous about it. She got authorization from the head manager at Burberry, but the I forgot the name of the insurance. The security company. They the ones that terminated her. So now they going back and forth. The Burberry store and the security company going back and forth. They don't want them type of problems because you know that's a form of discrimination. You gave her permission to do it, but you fired her for no reason.
Wow. Well, we're glad that you got your job back, young lady, and we hope that works out for you. Chance the Rapper, you know, I didn't even know who you was, but we're gonna give you a chance to come on the Cats Out show and let your cat out the bag. So somebody call Chance and tell him the cat's looking for him.
He way up there. He's so happy. He up the ladder. He's the #1 rapper in the world right now. Artist. The #1 artist. That was major.
Trying to sound racist at all, but white people love him. So if white people love him, you know he's doing it. He on Fox, WGN every other morning. They talk
Kit
about
Kat. He from here. This dude is like a Kanye West. Somebody like you. For him to reach back, that's like you trying to get a Kanye West to reach back. He reached back.
Kanye West.
No. He's better than Kanye.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying. That's just like somebody that you know.
Let's say he's Kanye when Kanye was actually Kanye. Kanye ain't Kanye no more. I don't know who the hell he is.
But anyway, you know, we just throwing that stuff out there. Yeah. But yeah, so you know, that's what that is too though. But you know, I got a couple of more announcements, you know, that I want to make, you know, if that's okay. So first of all, I want to shout out to Brick and Betty, you know, for actually connecting with me. Is like I tell them, basically they got the plug. They got the outlet. I got the plug. So what we're gonna talk about, you know, yesterday they actually, I'm saying we, but you know, I'm French right now. So what happened right yesterday, we had the $5 Phillies at Bricks 4123 West Madison. We sold 500 plus Phillies yesterday.
And I saw y'all.
And what's gonna happen now? Every Wednesday, $5 Phillies. Yeah, I said it every Wednesday, $5 Phillies. So y'all definitely get there. And we also giving back to the community by having the club 4422 West Madison. If you any party, any event you want to book, definitely get at me. It's $2 shots of Ciroc, happy hour starting at 4 o'clock to 10 p.m. You get 50-cent wings all night. You get a drink. And I'm letting all the ladies know, y'all come out here. I got a limit for every day y'all come out here. I'm gonna spend $100 a day. So that's $700 a week. So y'all get that right. Y'all get out here. I'm spending $100 a day for all women that come out there and kick it with me. You kicking it with me, I'm definitely gonna spend $100 a week. That's $700. You know, yeah. Again, $700 a week. Y'all know how to add that up. Come out there and kick it with me. Not just you coming out there, you with that group or that group. No, you finna kick it with me. We finna turn up. We gonna have fun. I'm spending that money. It's time to get it. So y'all get out there. We open every day of the week. Tonight, Steppers Night. Sorry for New Year's Eve. The club won't be open because, you know, the owners will be out of town. But Monday Night Football is going down.
Okay. I really like what she did for Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Kids. She really did her thing. She really did.
Yeah, well, I saw about
people acknowledging her.
1,000 kids. I mean, I literally seen about 1,000 kids.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna tell you, it was 2 bus loads of kids, 80 children from Tilden Grammar Elementary School. They came 2 bus loads of kids. They got 5 or 6 toys up in the bag. I sat there and watched the whole thing. Then we had, within no exaggeration, within 5 minutes we had 12,000 viewers viewing at one time.
Yeah, I saw that. But
it topped out at 90.
But y'all had the line
wrapped around the corner.
And around the corner on both ends.
Yeah, and also the people was out there since 9 o'clock that morning sitting on crates waiting. Everybody got gifts. Everybody.
And
nobody got
she wasn't giving out no dollar store gifts.
Oh no,
she
that was
giving
Disney.
out real gifts. Sometimes
really
I seen
nice
kids walking away with big old table and chair sets. And you know, I'm talking about big boxes. So I definitely got to commend her because I've never seen it done like that before on the West Side, right in the hood. And that's not something that I even saw on the news.
The news not going to actually, you know, the news not going to promote that. They're not going to show that. They're going to show the negative things. Killing going on. You know, people don't know. The media control the world. They brainwashing people. Why do you think all these murders going on? Why do you think we got so many shootings on the expressway now? Because the news broadcasting it now to let people know, oh, you can do a shooting on the expressway. They won't hear it. Why do you think people doing it? We didn't have shootings on the expressway that much. Now you got people giving back. They show that on the news. Everybody gonna be doing it. Everybody gonna do it.
Now let me ask this question. I don't know if either one of you guys know about it. Jay Hustle.
Yes, ma'am.
North Riverside. I heard yesterday that somebody was shot and killed in the store. Did you guys, any of you cover that?
Yeah,
nah, I didn't cover it. I knew about it.
Go ahead.
To get out there, my girl work out there.
Okay.
So the guy, I thought it was white. It was a black guy. He robbed or tried to rob the TCF Bank in Jewels. They chased him over to Burlington. He took somebody hostage, had a knife to their neck. Some way or another, the hostage kind of moved over, and when he moved over, they lit him up. Wow. But I mean,
they lit him up right there with the hostage.
Hey, they ain't really had no choice.
They
But you got to think about
this.
Think about it. At North Riverside and Berwyn, they don't have no drama out there. All they got is shoplifting or traffic stops. So most of these officers, when you get pulled over out there, they never even unbuckle their gun. They never even get that opportunity. So when they see somebody in that situation and they get to draw their weapons, come on now.
Okay, now
they ready to shoot somebody.
Okay, I understand that. You know, let me just ask this question. What color was the hostage? I just want to know.
He was black.
Okay, so you know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is that do me a favor. And I realize how serious it is. We got somebody that's with a knife. First of all, that a knife, you don't try to rob a bank with a knife. That man is he wasn't that hard.
Mentally ill.
Okay, was mentally ill. I get that. But we probably could have did something better than you taking the chance on killing me and shooting this guy down just like that, or killing anybody else, because them bullets ain't got no name, sniper or not. I just think that was a bit too much. Now, I know somebody like, okay, shut up, crazy, because suppose that guy would have killed you with that knife. Then you would, but it's still bigger than that to me.
A store full of people, you had different protocols.
They know what to do. They snipers. They prepared for white thing.
Well, you know what? I guess they
watch the movies. Y'all know what time what they do. They prepare for.
Let me ask you, do we know if anybody else got shot?
If somebody else would have got shot, you would know about it.
How would we know? Who would have told us?
You know how many people in there? You in the mall?
Okay, so somebody, anybody seen any live videos on that?
Yeah, they had it all on Facebook. They had all that stuff up there.
Okay.
Everything that go on, people is recording everything. Everything is being recorded. So everything being recorded.
Okay. The name was Lopez. Don't sound like it's black to me.
He was black. I seen the picture.
He probably was Puerto Rican. Alfonso Lopez. Hey, he probably like me. Everybody think I'm black, but I'm not black.
Puerto Rican, but she ain't know.
You're not black.
No, I'm not black.
What are you?
I'm Mexican. But yeah, for real, that's a lot of people look at me and they think I'm black though. But we ain't gonna talk about that though. But y'all know what y'all looking at right now, right? Y'all looking at the originator of this Facebook Live thing. I'm the originator of this thing. It came out, everybody was doing their thing. I turned it to a whole new level. Everybody sticking their tongue out. Now I turned it to real action. The first one to do it, report crime, whatever. I'm the originator of that. So y'all get that right. I'm the originator. I got so many things.
Ask both of y'all originators how much money y'all making off.
Hey, I'm trying to make it. The money ain't came yet, but hey, I got all type of things going on right now.
How much money y'all done made off?
I only made maybe honestly, I think I got about 1,200. I got about 12.
And you originated what?
All that stuff, like basically, like let me put it this way: if reporting live crime, like breaking news, because when I started,
you know how much money Mark Zuckerberg is worth?
Yeah, I'm trying to get there too. I know he's making millions. He's making billions.
No. He's making billions.
Oh yeah, we know it.
B.
He making billions, but it's all good though. But hey, we got to get there. But we got to learn one thing. We got to go for our dream. A lot of people, y'all be out there punching that clock. We got to go for our dream, because you working a job. A job is designed to keep you down. They don't give you just so much, But me, I'm working on a dream. I'm trying to make something happen,
I want to say something about that, because my husband, he's always telling people to become self-employed and become entrepreneurs. And I'll say this about entrepreneurship. It's a beautiful thing, but there are some people who are not designed to be 100% entrepreneurs. And I'll say that because they do not have the discipline. It takes discipline to be an entrepreneur. I am 100% entrepreneur. I don't get a W-2. I don't get anything. So if I don't work, I don't eat. Going back to last year when I was sick, I had 4 days to recover from chemo before I had to go to work, because I don't have Social Security for that. I don't have sick day, FMLA. Ain't no FMLA for a self-employed person. So everybody is not designed to be a self-employed person, 100%. I will say it's nothing wrong with that job, and work that job and work your self-employed business and see if you have the skills, because you have some people that if they don't have to be at work at a certain time, they ain't going. They may sleep in. Well, what if I don't feel like getting up, going into my job, and I say, well, you know what, I'll handle those clients tomorrow. Then what? Everybody isn't an entrepreneur. I'll just say that. As much as we would want people to do, everybody does not have the discipline that it takes to really, really be a completely self-employed individual.
Oh, I'm sorry. I heard Alfonso was 41. He was from Berwyn. So he was a Hispanic guy. He wasn't black.
Oh, his name is Alfonso, and he was a Hispanic guy?
Alfonso Lopez.
Okay.
So y'all was wrong. Yeah, y'all just like to say when somebody died, oh, he black. So y'all just so ready to call Black Lives Matter.
No,
y'all ready to kick something off.
I asked because I didn't hear the story, so that's why I really wanted to know.
The white guy, he kept saying black and showed his picture.
He looked at the picture, was black.
But then you got a lot of Arabs, they look black. I mean, you never know. He was mixed.
Yeah, you got Cuban or whatever, but it's all good though. So y'all know what it is though. But hey, everybody is not a leader, so we all know that. But me, I'm gonna play my role, whatever it takes. I'm gonna play my role. But I know one thing: a job is only a job. It's business. It's nothing personal. They can fire you at any time. You come in, I don't like the way you look, you fired. What you gonna do? You lose your job, you get unemployment. Come on, man. Sometimes you gotta think about it.
They do not have to keep you, and they do not have to explain why they let you go. And a lot of people do not know that. This state is at will.
If anybody got a job out here for me, I need help. I can't feed myself. I can't do anything. But if y'all got some money for me, I'm gonna start a GoFundMe page. But hey, whatever it take, I gotta get it. I'm trying to ride that Benz over there. I see that nice Benz out there. So you doing real good. I think I need to come to 111 and State. I'm finna go work in the restaurant.
Okay. So let me say this right here, especially for those of you all that are really looking to make some additional money. And I'm gonna give out this shameless plug because you definitely need it. Uber. I don't care if you got a car and you may not never even think about using Uber. Put yourself in a position to still get paid. Put yourself in a position to still get paid for Uber, because you never know when you may need to turn that app on and make you a few dollars. Now, when I say a few dollars, you got people out here working Uber and they make $200-300 a day. $200-300 a day in the car that they was gonna drive anyway. Download the app, fill out the application. Uber has allowed me to give anybody that's thinking about doing it now for the first of the year, they're going to give you $200. I got a code that you could use. They will give you $200 just to even drive for them. You're going to get paid and they're going to give you additional $200. Now that code, write it down, and I want you to show it, is 9B like boy, WM1. So again, it's 9B like boy, WM1. You drive when you want to drive. There is no such things as hours. Just like Adrian just said, if you don't work, you don't get paid. But whenever you turn that app on, you get paid. If you work, they're going to pay you. And let me say something. You can actually get paid after the first trip. Anything over $1, you can cash out. So you may need some right now money. It may be an emergency. You may need to come up with an extra $2,000 for the month. Get in your car that you're driving anyway and make you a few trips and get paid. Again, if you got questions and you don't understand how it works, you can call me personally. My number is 708-743-6970. Again, the number is 708-743-6970. I've seen people who've had felons. They've been to jail. They were ex-convicts, but whatever the case may be, sometimes you can still get a job depending on what you were in prison for. I've seen people that done had some challenges. If you don't have a car, you say, well, Vera, I don't have a car. Uber will help you do two things: help you get a car or show you how you can rent a car through Enterprise, through other types of ways you can rent a car. There is absolutely no excuse. I even have a connect, and I'm going to have him on the show, where we've helped people, good credit, bad credit, no credit, buy yourself a car that you could use for Uber. So it's no excuse. Again, the first thing you want to do is download the app. You can go to uber.com, and when they ask you for a referral code, you're going to put in 9B like boy, WM1. 9B like boy, WM1. It's official. It's tax season. It's no excuse. Make yourself some money. 2017 is your best year.
Uber drivers need to start coming to the hood. They be scared.
Well, Uber drivers, let me tell you something. Uber drivers was actually make their best money in the hood because taxi drivers wouldn't come to the hood, but Uber comes to the hood.
Well, I'm starting Goober, ghetto Uber. We having all box Chevys and Cutlasses picking you up wherever you want to go.
I'm in. Take your tax money, get with Jay Hustle, because I tell you, I'm going to take mine. I invest in that.
I'm confused. Wait, hold on. So you mean to tell me I can use my 10-speed to drive Uber?
No, you can't use your 10-speed. You're not going to be able to do that on trail. But I tell you what, we'll help you get a 10-passenger van or something.
I want 10-speed.
All right. It's a wrap. It's official. You guys, we can't make this stuff up. We did it, and we did it on purpose. We just let the cat out the bag. You got tax information. Miss Green, give your contact number out one more time.
Reached at 773-269-1547.
All right. And all right. And for you guys, like I said, no excuse. You want to make some money this season? You're thinking about drive with Uber. You can actually give me a call. I'll help you out. I help you set it up. 708-743-6970. Again, 708-743-6970. It's official. We just let the cat out the bag.
At the same time, feels like I'm gonna lose my mind. Living Truth I learned from my parents.